Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Deibs, Mr. Crockpot on X. Today, we are breaking down my top 10 running backs in the 2025 NFL Draft. Guys, if you love the draft and you want more draft content, please consider subscribing. Let's go! Alright guys, epic group of running backs this year. Starting off, number 10, Devin Neal out of Kansas. Devin Neal is an athletic and highly productive running back with a knack for generating explosive plays between the 20s. He's an elite athlete who marries explosive stop-start quickness with a silky smoothness in almost everything he does. He's the type of running back that can cut on a dime and make defenders miss with abrupt changes in speed or direction. However, he also has a very smooth transmission and can easily alter his tempo and speed throughout his run. Those two traits combine to give him an incredibly deceptive play speed that makes it very difficult for defenders to anticipate. Devin Neal projects as a starting running back at the NFL level, though his draft stock could depend heavily on the team scouting him. Neal will need to be the lead back in a zone-based scheme to reach his full potential. He lacks the size and power to be a regular short yardage back, and he's much better in zone schemes than man-gap schemes. Teams who run more man-gap based schemes or are looking for a battering ram to run between the tackles will want to look elsewhere. However, I've got an early day 3 grade on Devin Neal. Let's watch some highlights.
Throws back across. That's Neal with the catch. And Neal scampers inside the 30, still on his feet. And Neal's 5.
This fit thing matters, and we really felt like he fit KU.
He also can be pretty creative.
11th play of the drive. Back to the ground and back into the end zone.
Neal leaps and he's in. The lunge.
To go 2 timeouts for Oklahoma. Kansas with Neal. Touchdown!
Play clock is down. Neal breaks a tackle. Back on his feet. Back in the end zone.
They pitch it to the short side. Look at the patience and now the explosion. One man to beat.
It's starting to show up here for Kansas.
Neal again, right side this time, has the first down and more inside.
They didn't do us any favors.
It's hard to see who's who. Handoff left side, big hole. Touchdown, Kansas.
Coming in number 9 in my rankings is Cam Skattebo out of Arizona State. A powerful bruiser between the tackles, Cam Skattebo plays with impressive strength and contact balance to get the most yardage possible out of every single run. He consistently requires multiple tacklers to take him down, and he excels at falling forward to finish every play. He's a versatile back who can catch the ball out of the backfield and turn checkdowns into first downs and create open field mismatches against smaller or slower defenders. He's got a solid blend of patience and vision that allows him to avoid negative plays, and he's quick enough to avoid would-be tacklers in the backfield. Skattebo doesn't have the elite explosiveness or breakaway speed that will allow him to run away from NFL defenders. While he's a reliable pass catcher out of the backfield, he can be inconsistent in pass protection despite his stout frame and affinity for contact. His ideal fit at the next level would be as a power complement to a faster, more explosive runner in a committee backfield, but growth in the areas of pass protection and ball security could earn him a more significant starting role with the right squad. Right now, I've got a late day 2 grade on Cam Skattebo. Let's watch some highlights.
Levitt. He set up the screen to Skattebo. Got an alley down the sideline. Stays on his feet.
10. Pressure off the edge. Skattebo going where the man vacated. He didn't go out of bounds. He's still going. Skattebo!
And look at Skattebo breaks loose. Who has a strong leg. Lewis handles the kickoffs. Here is Skattebo. Contact balance. Stays on his feet. And rumbles into the end zone.
Skattebo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Late drama. Levitt gonna launch it downfield. Looking for Skattebo, and he gets him. Flag is down. Stiff arm. Skattebo has done it. We are all tied up.
Coming in number 8 in my rankings is RJ Harvey out of UCF. RJ Harvey is a fun player with enough intrigue to warrant developmental investment in the NFL. Harvey is compact as a runner and offers active feet, allowing him to jitter and pick his way around would-be tacklers in head-to-head situations. His best work comes in space and on the second level, as opposed to pressing the line of scrimmage. There, his natural running instincts can kick in, and you see the ability to set up tacklers and make them miss. He runs hard through contact in these opportunities and has the wiggle to force some missteps from defenders tracking his angle with the ball. Getting him into space is where things get a bit more complicated. Harvey's ball security will need to improve. The other limiting factor for Harvey is his passing down skill set. He's got really good hands and can hit a number of big home runs as a receiver, but the receiving chops are offset by an underwhelming profile as a pass protector. Harvey has a decent way to go in this area to be a specialist on third down at the next level. Regardless, I have a late day 2 grade on RJ Harvey. Let's watch some highlights.
An Arkansas high school coaching legend, RJ Harvey, takes the handoff, running the sweep left. A lot of room, RJ Harvey. There he goes! RJ Harvey inside the 20, a foot race, and he is dragged down.
Execute better. Sprint draw. Harvey. Touchdown.
KJ Jefferson off the jet play action. Sideline shot. He's got a man. It's Harvey. Touchdown, UCF.
To substitute. That goes back in the hands.
And here comes Harvey, straight downhill into the end zone.
KJ Jefferson fakes the run, floats it for his back. It's RJ Harvey off to the races. Harvey trying to outrun Hunter. He'll do it. 75 yards. What an answer.
It's going to be a give. They go to Harvey, who breaks the tackle. He's got the first down and some running room. RJ Harvey all the way inside the 10-yard line for a huge pickup.
Coming in number 7 in my rankings is Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee. Dylan Sampson is a versatile runner who exhibits a multi-speed running approach. He's adept at adjusting his tempo to navigate both congested trenches and open fields effectively. He's extremely explosive and shows plus lateral agility. He possesses a quick burst through the line of scrimmage, enabling him to elude defenders and extend plays. He's also a solid receiver out of the backfield with 39 career receptions for 340 yards and a touchdown. When it comes to areas to improve upon, Sampson's pass protection is an area that fails to meet NFL standards. He's also got limited experience as a feature back, primarily serving as a backup during his entire college career. Overall, Dylan Sampson is projected as a day 2 selection in the draft, with potential to be chosen in the late 2nd to early 3rd round. His versatility and playmaking make him an attractive option for teams looking for a dynamic offensive weapon. However, to enhance his draft stock, addressing pass protection and demonstrating durability will be crucial. Let's watch some highlights.
For the blitz. Only 3 rushing, shuffle pass underneath. What a call from Heupel. Sampson has it. Dylan Sampson slips the tackle.
Painful rehab and hard work to get back on the field. Straight ahead, first down, plenty more. Dylan Sampson.
Arkansas players with a hand in the dirt on this 3rd down. They try to run for it and breaking free. Dylan Sampson in a foot race. Drag down.
CC every single Saturday. Dylan Sampson breaks free.
Maliaba. Sampson straight ahead. And a first down. 2nd and 6. Sampson, good bounce outside. Has a hole. Sampson down the sideline. Golden State's transfer from Notre Dame. Here's Dylan Sampson.
I was shocked when I realized that. Sampson straight ahead. And Dylan Sampson. Backwards pass to Dylan Sampson. So this will count as a run, and Sampson tightropes his...
Coming in number 6 in my rankings is Ollie Gordon out of Oklahoma State. Ollie Gordon is an impressive runner in the open field. He's got long strides to eat up turf, good initial acceleration, and an active free hand to combat and challenge would-be tacklers who try to box him in. If you try to tackle Ollie Gordon high, or if you're swooping in from the side, be prepared. He's an absolute load when carrying momentum, oftentimes stiff-arming or hand-fighting a defender to the ground. However, he's a bit of an open-air runner. Gordon lacks the short area start and stop ability to pick his way through crowded gaps. If he's charged with cutting steeply in the backfield to break into the daylight, he lacks that bounce in his cuts. As a result, he will struggle to garner the momentum needed to run through contact in those instances. He's not a great fit for the outside zone heavy schemes due to his limited ability to plant and drive to attack gaps. He can be a volume ball carrier, but should be complemented by more dynamic players in his running back room. Overall, Ollie Gordon is a strong downhill runner. When given running lanes, he's effective and projects as a gap scheme offensive fit and a backup running back. Under the right circumstances, Gordon offers a potential starter down the road, and I've got a day 2 grade on him. Let's watch some highlights.
Cowboys go with a diamond set on first down. They hand it off, and this is Gordon running his way. Touchdown! Ollie Gordon back in 24. That can do. The 2 tight ends to the left. They're going to be set up as blockers as they swing it to Gordon, running through arm tacklers. Ollie Gordon stretches ahead. Touchdown!
He gets some touches here inside the 15. Pitch to Gordon, running left to the 10. Gordon to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Gordon into the secondary, galloping inside. Can they start to make some hay in the throwing game? Well, here's Ollie Gordon hurdling
with some accuracy and get him back in the groove of things. Heavy stack on the right side, and Gordon has room to run. He hasn't seen this much daylight in weeks.
Crowding the line of scrimmage, they bring the blitz. Rangel has an open man in the flat. Ollie Gordon.
Coming in number 5 in my rankings is TreVeyon Henderson out of Ohio State. TreVeyon Henderson's reputation as a premier prospect begins with his raw speed and vision, but beneath the electric exterior lies a player committed to all the nuances of the game. While Henderson might not have the same imposing frame as some of the other backs on this list, he isn't afraid to stick his face into the mud, and his willingness to engage with downhill defenders allows him to be an effective blocker, as we've seen from his pass protection. As a running back, TreVeyon Henderson can be an effective runner in any scheme right away. He's a smooth operator on zone runs and a commanding presence with the capacity to bounce outside if necessary on gap runs. If Henderson works on his third down ability and stays healthy, he could establish himself as a feature back in the NFL. Right now, I have a firm day 2 grade on TreVeyon Henderson. Let's watch some highlights.
Back his upper vertebrae. Those are 2 big guys to be out for Oregon right now. I'll try to keep you updated.
And the bad news gets worse. TreVeyon Henderson is loose down the sidelines, all the way to the end zone. It's a Crimson avalanche here in Pasadena. 6
mistake, but it bounced right back up to Stroud. He'll throw it here, and it's a screen pass. Henderson breaks the tackle inside the 5. Henderson to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Touchdown to the game.
Well, I love the play call. They blitz Cam Jones. They set up the screen. A missed tackle there. Watch the physical running as he powers into the end zone.
Toss sweep. Henderson has blockers and just gallops into the end zone. Again, Ohio State makes it look easy. Second touchdown for number 32 today.
There yet.
Handoff. Breaking into the clear. Henderson. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're 3 for 3.
Coming in number 4 in my rankings is Quinshon Judkins out of Ohio State. Quinshon Judkins is more than just a punishing runner, but the thunder to TreVeyon Henderson's lightning. His tenacity in pass protection and his willingness to block for Henderson in dual back sets have made him an indispensable piece to Ohio State's offense. Blocking is all about want and effort, regardless of technique and size, and Judkins' knack for wanting to compete in that facet has moved the needle in conversations. He thrives on contact, and his physicality not only disrupts opponents, but also sets a tone for the rest of the offense. Overall, Quinshon Judkins has the blend of size, strength, and speed needed to become an impact player at the next level. He's an RB1 caliber talent who boasts a scheme-versatile conceptual fit. He should be featured more in the passing game at the next level, from design quick routes, screens, and some receiver alignments. Judkins has all the necessary tools to develop into a security blanket underneath for his quarterback, and I've got a day 2 grade on him with upside into round 1. Let's watch some highlights.
Violent streak. How about this one right here, Judkins? I mean, he took a clean shot from Northwestern, just threw him right to the ground.
Damon Walters had a shot. Can't go high on Judkins.
Oh, build here. First down and goal at the 6. Judkins trying to get outside, breaks the tackle. Look at that. Q, second touchdown of the day.
Okay. Still a good throw. Judkins gets the carry. Right side. Judkins, touchdown, Buckeyes.
Buckeyes. On the ground, Judkins broke a tackle. Quinshon still going.
And he didn't break just any tackle. He brought the tackle from Jay Higgins that time.
And you don't break many of Jay Higgins' tackles.
That's for sure.
Quinshon with a lead. Quinshon Judkins with a burst. Quinshon Judkins, can he get there? Down the sideline. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this, folks?
Coming in number 3 in my rankings is Kaleb Johnson out of Iowa. Kaleb Johnson is a hard and physical runner, one who plays with all the necessary urgency to press the line of scrimmage. This isn't a guy who gets picky with his reads and tries to do more than what is needed in the design of the run. The result is a thing of beauty for teams looking for a guy who can thrive within a zone offense. Johnson's eyes are disciplined out of the mesh point, and he's quick to process if the primary gap is open when he presses the line of scrimmage. I wish he had another gear in the open field. He's got good acceleration through the line of scrimmage, but when he hits open space or the edge, more often than not, his extended run opportunities saw defensive backs hawk down his angles. You also wish he had a little bit more thump in pass protection to go with that frame as well. As a pass catcher, Kaleb Johnson has really good hands, but his Iowa usage was generally uncreative in the passing game. Overall, Johnson would be a terrific addition in a wide zone-oriented rushing offense. Down the road, I see Kaleb Johnson as a potential 3-down back with a day 2 grade. Let's watch some highlights.
That comes with taking over the leadership of this offense.
Oh, this opens up for Kaleb Johnson. Johnson stays on his feet at the line of scrimmage, and then all the way, touchdown, Kaleb Johnson.
High formation, Kaleb Johnson, second man through, straight up the middle. Now left side, Kaleb Johnson, a foot race.
Eli Miller, number 31, carrying the ball is Kaleb Johnson, and Johnson still on his feet, out to the 45.
Maybe play action here.
Instead they hand it Johnson. Stutter step move. Johnson breaks away. Kaleb Johnson down the sideline. He's got his 3rd touchdown, Iowa.
90s. We'll always have that field goal at the end of the first half. Oh, Kaleb Johnson breaks free. Johnson switches back. My goodness. Again.
Goal range. 3rd and 1. Kaleb Johnson. First down. Touchdown!
Coming in number 2 in my rankings is Omarion Hampton out of UNC. Omarion Hampton offers a variety of problems for defenders as a ball carrier. First and foremost, he's an absolute load to bring down. His blend of burst and physicality at first contact makes him someone who absorbs contact quite well, and as a result, he's a pile pusher through the second level and can get those extra yards with ease. Hampton plays with strong contact balance and pairs that with light feet. He's a big back with a slippery feel thanks in part to his plus vision and processing. Hampton is a home run hitter, but his open field long speed should be classified as good rather than elite. He does not appear to have breakneck long speed to blow by defenders in the secondary. His implementation at UNC lacked creativity in the pass game. He wasn't charged with running a lot of options down the field, and most of his work came down on basic checkdowns and work underneath. When it comes to pass protection, he's got all the tools, but just needs to put it all together. Overall, Hampton is at his best when carrying momentum through the line of scrimmage with square pads and without the need to make lateral cuts. That being said, Hampton has the skill set to be a 3-down player in the NFL, but his passing game resume offers room for growth, and I still have a round 1 grade on him. Let's watch some highlights.
Transferred back to North Carolina ahead of this season. Hampton squeezes through. Hampton breaks one, and Omarion Hampton could go.
JMU blitzing. Hampton gets through to the second level and into the third level, stays on his feet in the end zone for a touchdown, a 15-yard score.
Good to see Alex Howard back out there for Duke at linebacker. Low flip, Hampton with a seam, breaks a tackle, Omarion Hampton.
All right, so plenty of time now for the Tar Heels. They're going to run it on first down, and look out! Hampton had one taken away the last drive. Nothing being taken away this time.
The Noles bring 4, but they get pressure off the edge. Hampton's going to stiff arm a defender. Picks up the first down and a lot more inside the 30. Give us to Hampton. Big hole up the middle. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Bounces off a tackler and scores.
Coming in number 1 in my rankings is Ashton Jeanty out of Boise State. Ashton Jeanty is a throwback running back prospect. He's your traditional do-it-all threat that a team could easily justify 300+ touches a season for any NFL squad. From the jump, Jeanty has elite vision and the ability to manipulate defenders and create creases in the run game. Jeanty pairs that vision with strong patience and precise feet. He's decisive in his cuts, stays active in traffic to create additional yards and sustain his drive. His pass protection is still a work in progress, but his dense frame and love for contact are attractive elements that have allowed him to aggressively stick his nose into second-level pressures and wash defenders into traffic to keep throwing lanes open and the pocket intact. Overall, Ashton Jeanty's explosiveness in short spaces, his vision and patience as a ball carrier, his physicality as a runner in all phases, and his versatility to contribute in all levels should have him well primed to be the top running back in the 2025 draft class. Jeanty is a guy who offers the ability to win between the tackles, outside the numbers, and serve as a weapon in the pass game. I've got a round 1 grade on Ashton Jeanty. Let's watch some highlights.
Jeanty, another huge hole, this time off the right side. He cuts it back. Jeanty eluding tacklers, cuts a block. He's got another touchdown.
That was Latrell Caples out there that didn't block in the back, but had the hands up kind of to the screen. But look at that spin move.
He's going to set up shop. Give to Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty breaks free. Jeanty. Goal. Games. Jeanty. Look at him go! Ashton Jeanty still on his feet, and he's down at the 5-yard line.
Gonna keep it on the ground with Jeanty on 2nd and 10. Look at him bounce off tacklers. Jeanty with some room. Jeanty has the speed. You call it long speed. We call it a touchdown.
It's protected.
Jeanty breaking a tackle with that stiff arm, takes a little stutter step, picks up a first down, cuts it back inside. Ashton Jeanty trying to turn on the gas, spinning into the end zone. My goodness!
All right, guys, those are my top 10 running backs in the 2025 NFL Draft. Do you agree or disagree with my rankings? Let me know down in that comment section below. For everything NFL Draft, lock it down to Party on Broad. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay awesome.